Greetings, this is Jim Lindsay. This is a hopefully very short tutorial. I wanted to show you how to use the grade calculator. And this is something I usually don't put out until the very last week of school, but with the whole pass DF grading system coming up and people already asking me about grades, I wanted to make this available to you. I am not going to calculate your grade for you. There are too many of you and there are so many variables. I mean, it's kind of complicated to calculate the grade in here anyway. And you guys are college juniors and seniors, you can calculate a grade. I've got a calculator though to help you a lot. So let me show you how this works. You're watching the movie, thank you. So you're well on your way to using this successfully. As you download this file, it's an Excel file. And when you open it, what it looks like is this. And as you look through, you'll see that all of the graded events, we have issue quizzes, presentation reports, issue analysis, etc. Everything that you're graded on is included here. And as you read the instructions, and they're in that cell right there, basically in B2, what those instructions tell you is you look over in the grade book, in the Blackboard grade book, and whatever your total quiz points are, you enter that exactly. So if let's say you're looking over at the total quiz points and you have 75 in the Blackboard gradebook, then over here in the calculator, you click in the yellow cell and all you work in is the yellow cells. That's it. Don't touch anything else. So you click in the yellow cell and you type in 75 and that's not even possible right now because we're only we're working on, you're supposed to have completed topic 4 quiz today and then topic 5 quiz next week. So you can't even have this total number of points yet, but let's say it was the end of the semester and you had 75 points, then that would mean that you had earned 83% of what was possible. This category of stuff, issue quizzes, is worth 15% of your grade, so you get 13% towards your final grade. And if you come down to the bottom of the sheet, you'll see that it's starting to build. Each of these things is contributing to what makes your final grade. Likewise, on presentation reports, this is the only thing we have that's done. And if you've spoken already and you have a oral presentation grade, that may be the other thing that's done. But everything else is still in flux and still going on. Let me take this guy out because that's how you use this. You basically find your grade in Blackboard and then type it into the yellow cells. Now, let me show you this one though, because this has changed since the beginning of the semester. There were supposed to be 10 presentation reports. Your week 1 ID, controversial technology, and then presentation reports over 9 different topics. And it worked out to where we just got to do 4 of those instead of 10 of those. And so, if you did all 4 of those during the before spring break, then you might possibly have 40 points in this category. And so, because just the regular flu and the regular cold was so bad before spring break, I'd already told you, hey, I'm going to drop that lowest, whatever your lowest one of these presentation reports is, I'm going to drop one. That way you can miss a day during a presentation and not worry about it. And I'll still do that. I'll still drop whatever your lowest presentation report is. But there are no more presentation reports to come because we don't meet anymore. And so whatever points are there, that's what you have for that. So initially there were going to be 100 points in there. It ends up, and that would have been 90 because I'm going to drop one, right? So now there were only 4 in there and I'm going to drop one. So the maximum possible that you get would be 30. So if you look in the Blackboard gradebook, you look at the total presentation reports points column, let's say you have 30, you type that 30 in there, boom, you got 100% of what was available, and you'll see that you get the full available amount that could go towards your grade. Let's say you only were there for 2 of them and you only did 20% worth. Well, okay, you got 7% of the possible 10. Let's say you were there for all 4. You put 40 in there. Guess what? You get some extra credit because I'm not going to penalize you. I'm not going to take some points away from you because of the whole COVID-19 thing. But potentially, if you were there for if you did all 4 of those presentation reports before spring break, then you're able to rack up 3% of extra credit, and that will be contributed down here towards your total grade down here, which you'll see right in here. So that's how you use this. And again, we're lacking so much information that I'm hesitant to put this out, but I know you guys are going to want it. If you wanted to use this intelligently, which you will, what you would do is basically, as you look at this, take this thing and basically modify it a little bit. So like currently there are only 3 issue quizzes in there. So let's say you got 25 points of the 3 possible issue quizzes in there already. Then what you do in this column, as you can see, is currently taking whatever that value is and dividing it by 90, because that's ultimately there are 9 issue quizzes or 9 topic quizzes, and so there'll be 90 points. And so if you wanted to see exactly where you stand right now, if there were 30 of those, you would change that value to 30, and you can see, oh well, currently I'm at 83% of that. And so that would be, if everything ended today, I'd have a 13% out of possible 15. I'm going to let you do that. I'm not going to do that for you. But that's, if you wanted to take these things and modify them so that they were reflective of exactly where we are at any given point, that's how you would do it. Is that complicated? Yes, it absolutely is. And I'm sorry there's not an easier answer than that, but that's how you use this grade calculator. And I hope it will be helpful for you. If it ends up being just causing angst and stuff like that, I can get rid of it. I can take it off of there. But this is something I hope will allow you to kind of get a snapshot of where you stand. And if you have questions, you can call me. The best way to get an answer is to call me on a telephone. It's the quickest way. So I encourage you to go ahead and give me a phone call. My phone number, of course, is, as you look at the instructor information, it's listed here now. It's this number right there. That is a Google number, Google voice number, and that rings directly through to my cell phone. So please give me a call if you have questions. The web page that you were looking at a second ago, it's going to show up right down here. I'll make it visible right now while we're in just a moment. Basically, you'll see it right down here under Tools. So thanks for your time and attention, and have a good day.